These are the easiest 6 marks you'll ever see on GCSE Higher. If you see a negative power, we know a negative power means the reciprocal. In other words, doink, to turn it upside down. Hence, I now rewrite my fraction as being 7 over 5 in brackets raised to the power positive 2. If you've got a fraction raised to power, you apply the power to both the top and the bottom separately. So on the top here, I'm going to have 7 squared. And on the bottom, I'm going to have 5 squared. We know 7 squared means 7 multiplied by itself. And 7 times 7 is 49. On the bottom, 5 squared, 5 times itself. 5 times 5 is 25. As we're asked to give our answer as a mixed number, how many times does 25 divide into 49? Well, it goes in once, because I know 25 times 1 will give us 25. And as I had 49, I know 49 subtract 25. That will give us a remainder of 24. And the remainder is always over the same denominator, in this case 25. Rearrange the following to make x the subject. Locating the term x, so I can see x here is on the bottom of my fraction. Before I can get at the x, I should realise it's underneath a square root. Well, the opposite of square root is the square. Hence, I'm going to square everything on the left-hand side. And I'm going to square everything on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, I just had y. So now squared it become y squared. On the right-hand side, if you've got a fraction raised to power, we apply the power to both the top and the bottom separately. On the top here, I'm going to have 1 to the power 2, i.e. 1 squared. And 1 squared, 1 times 1 will just give us 1. On the bottom, I know square root and square are the opposites, so they'll cancel. And you leave us whatever's inside the root, in this case, x plus 1. As I want to get x the subject, I know the opposite divide is to multiply. If you've got 2 terms, I place that inside single brackets. So multiplying up the numerator on the left-hand side. Hence, I'm going to be left with x plus 1, lots of y squared. And on the right-hand side, I'm just left the numerator, in this case, 1. As I want to get x the subject, I currently have x plus 1 multiplied by y squared. Well, the opposite of times by y squared is I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by y squared. On the left-hand side, y squared over y squared will cancel to leave us with x plus 1 on the left. And on the right-hand side, I've got 1 over y squared. As I want my answer, the form positive x equals, I'm now going to move the positive 1 across the right. If you move a term over an equal sign, change your sign. So the opposite add 1 is subtract 1 from both sides. On the left-hand side, 1 subtract 1 will cancel to leave us with x, exactly what I wanted. On the right-hand side, I'm going to have 1 over y squared minus 1.